So, what are some of the luxury work bags out there that I think just scream personality without being too in your face? Hello, 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 and the warmest of welcome to today's video. For those who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrate yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, in the past, I've shared some of kind of my favourite work bags, designer work bags. There's also a lot of videos out there around luxury in the workplace. What do people think about it? You know, is it appropriate? Is it something you should do? Is it something you shouldn't do? Everyone will have a slightly different opinion on it. To be honest, it's not something that I've ever been overly concerned about. To be honest, it's my stuff, I'm using my stuff. I might decide on what I use in a very specific occasion, but on the whole, I use what I want, when I want, how I want, is kind of where I'm at with it. But what I did think I would show you is some of the work bags that I'm loving right now, or items that I believe can be used as work bags, dependent, of course, on what the individual does for work. Will depend on what you require. However, for the purposes of this exercise, I'm thinking if you need to take lunch into work, maybe an iPad or a laptop or a notebook or, you know, water or a change of clothes, you know, something that's kind of a medium capacity that can be used for a range of different reasons. That's kind of where my head's at with it. So I'm going to show you some that I'm absolutely loving from some of the brands that we love, and also just give you a really quick snapshot of some of the work bags from my collection that I use the most and enjoy using the most. So let's get started with the pieces that I'm loving from other brands. The first one is a backpack. And I think backpacks are incredibly versatile. I own a number of backpacks myself. Don't use them that much, but I absolutely love this Explorer Funk backpack from Louboutin. I think it's fabulous. I think it demonstrates so much personality. It's edgy, it's fun, it's cool, it's different. I love the mixture of materials. I love the hardware on it. I love the way that they've got the straps. I believe this can be worn as a backpack, kind of double shoulder, but I also think there is a crossbody element to this as well. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's different, it's playful, it's impactful. It's really, really impactful, and I think it really speaks to the aesthetic of Louboutin. And I think anyone would see this as a cool piece. You don't necessarily have to know where it's from, but I think you could look at it and think that's a really cool, really edgy, really playful piece, and I think it would be a lot of fun to use. Backpacks are versatile. It would have great capacity. You could use it for a range of different things. You could use it for work. You could use it for daytime. You could use it for travel. It's got a lot of really great, it's got a lot of utility to it. So I think it's a great starting point here. £2,200, that's a lot of money for a backpack, don't get me wrong, but I do think you get quite a lot for your money. You're getting a lot of leather, you're getting a lot of hardware, you're getting a lot of utility, and you're getting the Louboutin name. So I don't think it's terrible. Next up is one that comes from a brand that you know I love, and this is Aspinal of London, and it's the London tote. I own 2 London totes myself, but I am loving these woven leather versions. I love the variety of colours that they've brought them out in. Whilst they might appear understated at first, I love the intricacy of them. I love the woven leather. I think it adds a beautiful texture to these particular pieces. They are super practical, super easy to use, really chic, really really nice to kind of own and look after as well. I find them to be quite a hassle-free bag, and they've got great capacity. I think they're great. You can accessorize them if you want. You can keep them a little bit more understated. You can remove the charms if you want. So there's a way of dressing them up. There's a way of dressing them down. There's a way of making them a little more understated, a bit more overstated, but I think they've done a great thing here with the woven leather. I love the texture and dimension that this adds to this bag. However, whilst I'm on the topic of woven leather, let me go to my next one. The price point is very different. For that London tote, with the current sale, you're looking somewhere from $420 up to about $650 for the various London totes. However, if you were to go for the Bottega Veneta large Adiamo, you'd be looking at £5,500. Now, I am in love with this candy floss pink. It is stunning. I think the detail on this bag is beautiful. I can imagine the quality of it is stunning. But what I love with this is I love the dimension of the woven leather, and I love the color. It just expresses so much personality without needing to know where this is from. It's just a beautiful bag. I think anybody would look at this, not necessarily knowing it's Bottega, and just think, what a beautiful bag. What a chic bag. What a stylish bag. How gorgeous is that colour? How gorgeous is that leather? I love how you can wear this as well. I think it can be a shorter sort of strap, so it's like a top handle, and I believe there's also a way of being able to then wear it over the shoulder, long shoulder, crossbody. So it's got a bit of versatility there to it as well. I think it's stunning. Minimal hardware. It's all about the leather, and that's what Bottega, I think, is all about. They are all about maximizing the leather in their products and making that the real star of the show. They do it beautifully. This is stunning. This is stunning. You also have the Cabot, which comes in the largest size in a beautiful, more saturated hot pink, but it's £6,500. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever. This is stunning, but £5,500, never, ever, ever. But it's worth mentioning because it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've had it saved on my camera roll for a while because I love and obsessed with it. I can never justify the money, but I think it fits well into this video of work bags that express personality. I think this is beautiful. Next up, let's go to Louis Vuitton. And my initial thought was the Capucines. I was initially thinking the Capucines, and I thought, you know, maybe one of the kind of mid-sized Capucines, if you just needed an A5 agenda, some pens, a bottle of water, maybe a snack. If that was what you took around with you, then I think that could be a great fit. You've of course got a larger size. Is it the MM that's the larger size? So there are different sizes that could suit different things. That was where I first went. Then I remembered one of my favorite bags from Louis Vuitton, the City Steamer. I love the structure of this. I love the materials they bring this out in, the colors. This particular one is in like a burgundy ostrich, which is really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. Wouldn't necessarily be my pick, but for the purposes of demonstrating this video, it was worth me showing you the currently available version. However, I've also found a couple of pre-loved versions here. So you've got an MM that's in pink with black leather. And then we've also got another version that has blue handles, a lovely sort of cream white leather, and then a navy blue. Beautiful, beautiful. And from a price point perspective, you can spend on the pre-loved market about £1,200 for an MM, £1,300. I believe there were monogram versions over the years as well. I just wanted to share a version that wasn't logoed. Just in the efforts of this video around personality without necessarily branding and logo. But I think they're absolutely beautiful. I love the fact they come in lots of different versions, very structured, not a bag that you see that often. I don't know anyone, I don't think, who owns a City Steamer. Let me know if any of you do. It's one I've ummed and ahed about buying myself. These are both at Handbag Clinic, so maybe I'll go and check them out next time I'm in London. Maybe I can go and see if they're still there. I think for me, it would be the pink, probably, but I do love the blue as well, because I love the blue handles. But then I'm also looking at buying a Lady Dior, or bidding on a Lady Dior at the Fellows auction, so yeah, let's see how all that goes. However, I do think that from Louis Vuitton, this is a great option. Of course, you might also say that, you know, the Epi Leather Speedies could be a good shout, and Epi Leather Neverfull. Those types of bags, absolutely. But I just love the fact that these come in multiple versions. You quite often have sort of bi-colour, tri-colour variations of them. Yeah, different materials, different textures, different leathers. So I wanted to show the City Steamer. It felt like the most appropriate one. Next up, let's go to MCM, and I'm going to read the name of this one. It is the Travia shoulder bag in cloud quilted lamb leather. I love the edginess of this. I love the black hardware with the black leather. It's pillowy in the front, but then on the side, you've got this smooth leather that looks like it's got structure to it. You've got these beautiful chain straps. It's a stunning, stunning version of a tote. I think it's a little reminiscent, probably of YSL for me, maybe the puffer sort of style from YSL. I absolutely love it. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous tote bag. I think it's got edge. I think it's got drama, but it's also got practicality and it's got usability, and that you could use day in, day out. But it packs a punch. It has impact, and I love that in a bag. I don't think everything has to be super bold all the time in terms of pattern or print or logo. It's great to have that stuff, absolutely, and I've got a lot of it, don't get me wrong. But I do think sometimes subtle can still be really punchy. And this is an example of that, where this is edgy, impactful, punchy, dramatic, without being too overstated and too out there. I'm enjoying this, I have to say. Would I buy it? Probably not, but I've also got totes that I enjoy, are good for me. But I do talk about MCM pieces a lot. I've got a few MCM bags myself, really like them. So this could be something to consider. It's also currently 50% off. And let's round things out with a couple of bags from Mulberry. The first one for me, the oversized Alexa. Now, obviously, dependent on the volume of stuff that you carry, you might choose to go for a medium Alexa. The mini is quite small, but the Alexa itself is an okay size. You can fit like an A5 pad in there, you can fit a bottle of water, you can fit a pencil case, you can fit a snack, fit a couple of phones. You know, I have used my medium as a work bag a couple of times, but that's normally because I'm carrying my laptop in a separate sleeve, and that's all okay. However, I do love the oversized. I love it. I think it is just gorgeous. And this pink is an absolute showstopper. It just is so impactful. The bag itself is fairly understated. It's got some nice hardware on it, but it's fairly understated. Then you put it in this color and it is just an absolute showstopper. I love this. I keep umming and ahhing about an oversized Alexa because I do wonder if I just don't use mine because the size, and would I use this one more? What does bug me about the Alexa, and my Alexa in particular, is I'm not a lover of the top handle of it. I wish that was a bit longer. If that was a bit longer, I think I would use it more because I would use it top handle more. I don't really crossbody bags that often, so I don't use it that much, but I do have a really stunning version of mine in the Loopy Leopard. This is gorgeous too, in this beautiful pink leather. Quite similar to the pink suede that they brought out in terms of the colour for a couple of years ago. Stunning, practical, crossbody, long shoulder, really beautiful kind of messenger bag style. This is a great one for Mulberry. Another one that's always worth mentioning, and I'm a huge fan of, as you know, is the Bayswater. And the particular colour that I wanted to share with you today is Malachite. This green with the gold hardware. I'm not really a gold hardware lover, as many of you know, but I think with this green, it's absolutely stunning. The Malachite is beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, these dual tones I think are really stunning. The two together, the hot pink Alexa and that Bayswater, gorgeous. Those would be a gorgeous pair to own, wouldn't they? Absolutely fabulous. You're looking at about £1,400 for each of them, which I think, as full leather luxury bags go, isn't horrendous. It's a lot of money, but it's not horrendous compared to other brands. And Mulberry is a very beautiful and very iconic brand, has worked with some fabulous individuals, has collaborated with fabulous individuals over the years, and fabulous brands over the years. So yes, I think it's definitely one that's worth considering. Now, if the Malachite isn't for you, you've got these beautiful other colours. You've got a really soft pink, you've got a beautiful soft grey, there's a pale blue, which I can't quite figure out why, but it's £400 cheaper than the others. So the Poplin Blue is £995 RRP, whereas every other colour is £13.95. So if you're looking for that kind of icy blue, you can save yourself £400 RRP with that particular version. I don't know if it's just a pricing error on the website or if that was just generally meant genuine pricing. I don't know. But hey, if you're interested in it, £1,000 for a Bayswater is a really good price. So those are the ones I wanted to show you that I think are out there in the big wide world as great options. Oh, just hit the flowers. So I thought it was worth sharing those. Of course, there will be so many more, and there will be lots of other brands that I've not covered that you might be thinking. You know, you might be thinking, where's Celine and where's Chanel and, you know, where's other brands? So yes, absolutely, there are many, many more that could have been on this list, but I thought it was worth covering those for now. Now, let me just do a really quick once-over of some of the bags that I love to use for work. Let's kick things off here. Aspinal of London, London Tote. This one's in Chakhill Blue. I also have Tea Rose Pebble. Love the simplicity of this bag, the ease of this bag, but the saturated colours make it an absolute showstopper. Talk about this all the time, need I say more? My Longchamp Rousseau Tote. Easy, practical, fun, playful. Love it, love it, love it. Can fit the kitchen sink in it. It's the reason I don't feel like I need a bag like a Neverfull, because this just feels like it ticks so many boxes. Luxury totes, probably not for me. This one does the business. A flat bag can be a great option, and I love my Kurt Geiger XXL flaps. They're a great price point, they are practical, they are easy. I love the fact that they can be long shoulder, crossbody. You can tuck the chains in, use them as a bit of a clutch. They are not the most practical in the world considering their size. They don't have the greatest capacity. However, if you don't carry a lot of stuff with you to and from work, or if you're someone who carries papers or a laptop or other tech or other items in a separate carrier of some capacity, a laptop sleeve or something like that, then a flat bag could be a really good option. And I think for the money, these are a great choice. One that very much isn't my style, but I love using and has a time and a place in my collection is my Celine Doctor bag. So this is probably not too dissimilar to a couple of the bags that I showed on this list. I mean, it doesn't have a shoulder strap option, etc. It's exclusively top handle. It is massive. It's in this beautiful, beautiful leather. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't show this very often. A lot of you probably don't even realise that I own this bag. So yeah, this is from Celine. It's got this beautiful gold hardware. It's not massively my style, but there's a time and a place for it. This is very understated. This is what I think the epitome of like quiet luxury is. That's not normally what I'm going for, but occasionally it works for me. So here it is. Now, of course, I showed Bayswaters. I could have shown you many a Bayswater of mine, but I absolutely love this one. This is in this beautiful antique pink. I use this a huge amount. I bought it from Designer Exchange 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. Absolutely obsessed with it. Love the shape of it, love the colour, love the usability, love that it's got this beautiful pink, but then the rest of the bag is quite understated. I've whacked a Longchamp scarf on it, which adds a little bit more of a pop to it. It's a beautiful bag. And last but by no means least, the bag that I was using last week. My Longchamp Rousseau tote, not Longchamp Rousseau tote, Longchamp Rousseau top handle in canvas, Logomania. Absolute Logomania, mock croc, burgundy leather, logoed canvas, beautiful bag. Again, time and a place for this one. I use this a lot, actually. I do use this a lot. I think it's a fabulous bag. I love the Rousseau as a line. I would love an all leather one as well, but I'm just waiting for one to come out in a colour that really speaks to me, and then I'll be going for it, because the bag itself is quite an understated item, but you can buy them in so many fun variations that just really lift it. And this is one of those for me. I've owned it a couple of years now, used it a lot, enjoy it very much. So there we are, everyone. There are some work bags, luxury designer work bags that show a lot of personality. Let me know what you think around wearing designer or luxury in the workplace. Do you think it's a no? Do you think it's do what you want to do? Like, where do you sit with it? What are some of your favourite work bags? They don't have to be luxury or designer. Let me know what some of your favourite work bags are. What do you enjoy using the most? What do you grab the most? And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.